Hello everyone, No Respawns here. Hope you're having a grand weekend. So very exciting, we have access to the shelters, at least on the public test server we do. They're pretty cool. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm just going to show you all of them, basically. I've decorated one fully, which is the smallest one. But I will also show you the Vault Atrium and the Vault Lobby. They're pretty cool. I've had no issues really whatsoever. The only issue I've had is actually an issue with the public test server, which is that you don't have all of the Atom Store items available. To us, you actually barely have any, only the ones that they've decided to put on the Atom Store. Also, randomly, so on the public test server, it seems to have taken like an older version of my character, so I have my old base, which is nice. The one I said in the last video I wasn't going to see anymore, it's back. Yay! It was quite a nice little thing to see. So I've put down, there are basically three entrances and three three shelters rather. So there's the doorways, and then you've got this absolutely obnoxiously large, completely impractical actual vault entrance. I'll probably be using this one, to be honest. And the way it works is, as you can see, you have variant 1 and variant 2. So you have the atrium and the lobby. Atrium, lobby. They're pretty cool. The vault ones, they're decent. They're just a little bit too big for me. I'll show you the insides in a sec. Of the two, I prefer the lobby. Some people like the big open space. I prefer this one here, which is the Vault Utility Room, which I think has a little bit more of a nicer build space. I've popped mine back here. I quite like the fact it's just a tiny little bunker entrance as well. It's very, very cool, and I've decorated it reasonably well, considering I didn't have my flower pots and my jack-o'-lanterns and basically everything I have here. But it still looks pretty neat. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'm just going to show you the Vault Atrium and the Vault Lobby first, and then I'll show you my my fully decorated one. Let's pop in. So this is the Vault Atrium. It's pretty neat. It's pretty large. This is the one that we saw a lot of the screenshots of, and it decorated up. Personal preference is I probably won't like this one so much, just because it's just a bit too big. And with a vault, I want a vault to look like a vault. And I never like, if those who remember the Fallout 4 days, I got really, really angry at the vault. I think it was called, I can't remember what it's called now. The one that gave, the DLC that gave you access to building a vault, and I ended up just never finishing it. Because the good thing about this one is actually lit up properly, which is a bonus. But with a vault, I would need completely just vault stuff. I guess I could maybe make like a vault that looked like it had been taken over by raiders might work. But at least as of now, I don't think I'd be able to make a vault look as satisfying as I'd like. So this one you have, but for some people, you might like it. The lobby is the one I like the most. You do have the little overseer's room as well, which is pretty cool. It's very clean. I guess maybe what you could do is, I've put that door there, by the way, because I'm going to demonstrate you can actually just go via the other areas inside your vault. But I think what a lot of people will expect to see, and I hope so, is that this will start matching Elder Scrolls Online. Oop, falling down there. In the fact is that because they already have removed a load of the restrictions on the building. So, for example, as you can see here, it says toggle snapping on and off. So I can actually place things in the air now. If I want, I can do that, which is cool. You can't place things inside other stuff, but you can. There's a lot more flexibility, and stuff doesn't need to snap together. So you can place floors in the air and things like that. But yeah, so if you've played Elder Scrolls Online, you actually have a lot of building options. So pretty much every single decoration option is available on Elder Scrolls Online. Like from, just bowls of fruit to, sconces to just every single thing you see in the game, you can actually place in your house. And because we now have these instanced areas in Fallout 76, and also it's made by the same people, we can hope, and I expect to see hopefully within a year's time, we'll have access to a lot more building options because of the fact that this is your own instance area, so they can kind of ease off the training wheels a little bit. Yes, one thing I mentioned as well is you can actually place the shelter entrances inside, and these will go to your version of that room. As a note, you can't do some Inception nonsense. So, for example, I can't just place 4 lobby entrances. So, I'll have an atrium entrance here, go to lobby, and then to a different lobby and a different entrance. It'll just send you back to your version. So if I placed, for example, the atrium entrance here, it would just take me back to the entrance over there. Also, as a note, if I go in the lobby via here, I'll be in the lobby. But if I then try and exit the lobby via its main entrance, it will actually just go back to my camp. So that's a little bit law breaking. I hope maybe they do that, so because I would like the idea of having one entrance to my shelter and you have to go all the way back through. But as of now, it doesn't do that. Right, let's go to the lobby. So I prefer the lobby a bit more. I like the scale. It's not as big, which is quite nice. Also, incidentally, there are actually bits in here. You can't scrap these as of yet. Don't you can hear that ambulance going by my house? They wait until I record. So I hadn't heard one all day, and then I hit record. But yeah, so you can't scrap these as of yet. I would love to be able to displace these. I just want, you know, random decoration items, please, Bethesda. This is of the two my favourite. This is the one that I imagine I might even do a video on. I think the PTS is only for the weekend, but if it comes live again, I will probably do a build video on this one. Just decorate up and just kind of show you what I've done. And as what I did with this one is I placed the door to the Atrium here, and I can actually go to the Atrium there if I want. But if I go via the door I came in, it will actually send me back to my camp. Also, this doesn't have an animation when you click it, unfortunately. If you were expecting that, I'm afraid to say it's not to be. However, who knows in the future. All right, let's go back to the main camp, and I'm going to show you my fully built up shelter. So here it is. I'm quite pleased with this. So as I said, we had referring myself as several people, I had access to much fewer and much restricted selection of decorations. So I had to kind of repeat a lot of things. But overall, I'm quite pleased that you've got a little entrance here. And I really, really like this one. I actually quite like because it's open. It is quite big. However, it's not obscenely big that it feels just impractical for one person. As I said, the lack of building options in terms of decorations were a little bit annoying, but to be honest, I managed, as fortunately I still had access to all the stuff I'd unlocked in the game itself, and I'm quite, reasonably quite pleased with how it turned out. I'm very excited to drop in the main game though, because there's so much stuff. I was initially gonna have like a little bit of a bar in here, using a lot of the cafe and bar stuff we'd gotten in the Atom Store before, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. But we do have random stuff with the Atom Store, like like that light, and I also have stuff which I swear I've not unlocked before. Like I've not got that, but I apparently have it. It might just be that random shit's available on the public test server. I'll be honest, I never use the public test server because most of the stuff testing isn't stuff that I want to see in a buggy state. It's usually like, the legendary perks or new dungeons, and I'm like, I'll just see them when they're finished. But yeah, overall, really, really pleased with this. I said the only issue I had was public test server related itself, which was obviously that I didn't have as many building options as I'd like. There is one comical little bug, which is when you cross this threshold here, you can't see it if I just go and turn on my thing. 1 second. If I turn on my HUD, is that it thinks you've left the build area. It's like, it took me a while to figure out what was happening, and it's almost certainly, oh, there we go. So if I turn that on, once that little message goes and stops showing, it'll tell me I've left. It was quite funny. Fuck off, so I can see the messages. Piss off. Go away. Go on. There we go, you see? Outside of builder area. And it's literally, I think it's here. It's not, at first I thought you couldn't build in this part. And I was like, oh, god damn it. But I think it's just that this doorway here. Yeah. It's not even a bug. It just made me giggle. Unless you're going to stand here for 5 seconds, you're probably fine. So overall, these work really, really well. So there's, because they've reduced a lot of the, oh. Yeah, there we go. If they've, oh, got a thing. There we go. So they've reduced a lot of the building restrictions already. So I can say turn snapping on and off, which is quite handy. It does mean you can accidentally make things float if you're not paying attention, but usually that's not really much of an issue. But yeah, no, overall this is really exciting. I'm really, really hyped for what they do. As I said, I play Elder Scrolls Online. Or I did until my computer keeps crashing and not playing it properly. I think it's something to do with my monitor setup. Anyway, but basically I play ESO, and they have loads of player homes. Like, I'm talking, I think on the store at one time there were usually about 30, and in the decoration options you have access to everything. You can also have your pets on display as well. So in ESO you have pets, and you can have one of them just flying around. And I think now they've added, I haven't tried out, but they've added things like pet pathing and things like that, so you can actually program pets to just kind of wander around. So there's a lot of learnings that they can take from ESO and actually put it into Fallout 76. So really excited. They've also data mined a few things. Not they, people have data mined a few bits of info. So we are going to be getting apparently a lot more. They've seen there's a Brotherhood of Steel one, there's a Free States one, which is pretty neat. And yeah, there's going to be loads. And if anything is like ESO, they'll just keep adding because it's such an easy feature for them to do. There have been mentions that you will get one of them free. I think it's this one. So everyone will just get this one free. Or it might be a different one. You basically get one shelter free after doing a quest. I think it's this one, but I'm not too sure. But then the others will be available on the Atom store. And I think if you have Fallout First, you will also get a free one and probably periodically free Fallout First exclusive versions. But that is what it is. You can decide if you're okay with that or not. I will be getting everything and showing it on the channel, obviously. So I'm going to be spending a lot of atoms on stuff. So please watch my videos. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. As always, follow me on Twitter. If you have, if you built up, I would especially like to see if you've done the Atrium, but please show me this one if you've done it as well. Tweet me pictures so I can take a look. I generally don't click YouTube links if you comment on my YouTube and put a link there, but if you send me a video on Twitter or pictures are even better, I will definitely retweet and admire your handiwork. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. You take care.